ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, yellow lady. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rip left, rip left.
Breeze now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's Breeze to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this first play will get them back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wentz to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. So we got man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The throw over the middle, taken in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Looking for the ends. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 27, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders, and he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Lefty. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now is Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He'll air it out deep and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Madden, and he will take this across.